Welcome to another exciting episode on our channel, bringing you all the latest and greatest in wrestling. We've got an action-packed show for you today, featuring highlights from this week's edition of AEW Dynamite and all the wildest news and rumors you need to know. We've covered everything from Dave Batista's absence in the Hall of Fame to AEW stars wanting to leave. So, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you never miss a daily wrestling video. Let's get started. AEW Dynamite news. Number 1 on our list is the building up of the International Championship, or the All-Atlantic Championship, as it's been dubbed. While some might think it's a silly name for a title, it's good to see AEW trying to build up the belt's prestige with frequent defenses by Orange Cassidy. Then, the Three Pillars vs MJF. AEW has upped the stakes for MJF as the AEW World Champion, who now has to contend with the other three pillars of AEW, Sammy Guevara, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and Darby Allin. This is a unique spin on things, as fans usually see a champion deal with one challenger at a time. Whether AEW intends to stretch this program out over the rest of 2023 or build to a four-way match at Double or Nothing is still being determined. Whatever the case, this is an excellent way to remind fans that Guevara, Perry, and Allin are the company's future. Number 3 on our list is Taya Valkyrie's debut. While it wasn't surprising that several news sites had predicted Valkyrie's debut, seeing her debut on Dynamite was still exciting. We'll have to see whether she becomes the first woman to defeat Jade Cargill or the TBS champion's latest victim. Regardless, she should make an excellent addition to the women's roster. Number 4 on our list is Powerhouse Hobbs' Open Challenge. Powerhouse Hobbs seems off to a good start as TNT champion, as he could have spent more time defending the title and doing so against quality opponents. AEW's decision to have Hobbs issue open challenges is a wise move that will add some much-needed prestige to the TNT Championship and give fans a reason to tune into Rampage. The other grim side to the story. As exciting as last night's trio's main event was, there were some severe blunders, chief among them needing clarification over who was the legal man. It's understandable why wrestlers might get confused, given the fast pace of these matches, but everyone involved has been wrestling long enough that sloppy mistakes should be avoided. Another is QTV's debut in cricket. QTV's debut, where Aaron Solo was shown breaking into Wardlow's car, was a friendly reminder of summertime, as you could hear the crickets chirping as it aired. But frankly, does anyone care about seeing? WWE news. Batista not going in Hall of Fame 2023. Fans of WWE and Batista have been eagerly anticipating the wrestler-turned-actor's induction into the WWE Hall of Fame, but they will likely have to wait a bit longer. According to recent reports, Batista will not be inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2023, despite his best efforts to make time for the event. As many fans know, Batista has successfully transitioned from the wrestling ring to Hollywood, starring in hit films like Guardians of the Galaxy and Blade Runner 2049. His busy schedule is the main reason for his absence from the Hall of Fame ceremony this year. According to PW Insider, WWE is reportedly only booking 5 superstars for the Hall of Fame in 2023, and Batista is not among them. The site also reported that Stacy Kibler is rumored to be one of the 5 inductees, along with Rey Mysterio and the Great Muta. So while we may have to wait a bit longer to see Batista inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, there is no denying that he is already a Hall of Fame in the eyes of many fans and fellow wrestlers. His legacy in the wrestling world will continue to be celebrated for years, and his impact on the industry will never be forgotten. Vince McMahon's film canceled. It was recently reported that the Vince McMahon biopic Pandemonium has been canceled. The movie was set to be directed by John Requa and Glenn Ficarra and was expected to star Bradley Cooper as McMahon. However, the project has reportedly fallen apart due to creative differences between the filmmakers and WWE. McMahon was heavily involved in the project and allegedly wanted a significant say in how his story was portrayed on screen. AEW star sidelined by surgery. AEW commentator Jim Ross confirmed Chuck Taylor's absence during the March 16 edition of the AEW Dark broadcast. According to Ross, Taylor underwent emergency surgery to remove his wisdom teeth, which had become infected and required immediate attention. As a result, Taylor was forced to miss his scheduled appearance on Dynamite, where he was slated to team up with Orange Cassidy against Miro and Kip Sabian. Taylor's absence was certainly felt, as he and Cassidy have formed a favorite tag team in AEW and have been involved in several high-profile matches and storylines. However, the show must go on, and Cassidy was able to hold his own in the game, ultimately coming out on top with a bit of help from his friend Chris Statlander. Why Brock Lesnar is wrestling Omos? Fans were left scratching their heads when it was announced that Brock Lesnar would be wrestling Omos at WrestleMania instead of facing off against Bobby Lashley, as many had predicted. But fear not, wrestling fans, there is a reason for this matchup. Initially, Lesnar was set to take on Lashley at WrestleMania, but plans changed, and the match was moved up to February at Elimination Chamber. This was done so that Lesnar could prepare for a program against Steve Austin, which unfortunately never came to fruition as Austin and WWE could not agree. Lesnar was then asked to wrestle Bray Wyatt instead, but he declined. And that's where Omos comes in. According to reports, Lesnar was asked to work with Omos, and he agreed. While some fans were initially confused and disappointed by this announcement, they are warming up to the idea of Lesnar versus Omos. This was especially true after Lesnar's recent confrontation with Omos on Monday Night Raw, which left fans excited to see what would happen when these two behemoths collided. They are not happy and want to leave. Recent reports have emerged that some wrestlers are unhappy and want to leave the company. This news comes after a promo by Darby Allin on Dynamite, where he referenced some wrestlers not wanting to work in AEW. According to Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio, these rumors have some truth. Meltzer stated that some wrestlers didn't sign contracts with AEW because they thought WWE didn't want them. Additionally, some wrestlers from WWE have come to AEW with a positive attitude, while others have been less than ideal assets to the company. Meltzer believes that it's a case-by-case basis. Meltzer criticized AEW for incorporating these problems into a promo. He argued that by airing the grievances of disgruntled talent on their TV show, they essentially tell people they are a secondary company. This issue has been ongoing since May of 2021 and has not done the company any favors. Moxley angry with AEW. Jon Moxley is reportedly angry with AEW after being forced to miss an indie show in Ireland to work the company's first live event. According to Wrestling Observer Live's Brian Alvarez, Moxley had already been booked for the indie show on March 17 but was then told by AEW that he needed to work the live event on the same day. Moxley's anger is because he feels like AEW is not respecting his prior commitments and is prioritizing its events over those of other promotions. This is particularly frustrating for Moxley as he has always been loyal to the independent wrestling scene and is known for his work in more minor upgrades worldwide. Moxley's frustration is the latest in many issues that have plagued AEW since its inception. While the company has enjoyed much success and critical acclaim, it has also faced criticism for handling talent and its decision to focus on former WWE stars over up-and-coming wrestlers. Many fans and industry insiders have been critical of AEW's treatment of Moxley, who is widely regarded as one of the top stars in the industry. Some have even suggested that AEW's reliance on former WWE talent hinders its growth and prevents it from breaking out as a significant player in the wrestling world. Saraya fined for saying naughty word on Dynamite. AEW wrestler Saraya Knight, who performs under the name Saraya, has been fined by the company for using the curse word stinky during a recent promo on Dynamite, which led to her being fined by AEW management. AEW's decision to fine Saraya for her language is part of the company's ongoing efforts to maintain a family-friendly image. While curse words are common in professional wrestling, many companies strive to keep their programming suitable for all ages. AEW is no exception and has made it clear that it expects its wrestlers to adhere to specific standards of conduct. It remains to be seen whether Saraya will change her behavior in light of the fine. She has always been known for her fiery personality and willingness to speak her mind, and it is unlikely that she will change her approach anytime soon. Despite the incident, she remains a famous wrestler among fans and is sure to continue making waves in the industry. Wrestler passes away. The wrestling world mourns the loss of Jeff Gaylord, a former football player turned professional wrestler who passed away at 64 after a short illness. Gaylord's brother announced his passing on social media, stating that he was unfortunate to report that Jeff had passed away. Gaylord was best known for his work in the ISWA, where he held the promotion's tag team titles 2 times with Jeff Jarrett. He also wrestled as one of Shawn Michaels' Masked Knights at Survivor Series. Recently, Jeff Gaylord had been doing outreach work for his church and providing warm clothes to folks living off the grid in the streets of Denver. He was a beloved member of his community, and his loss will be deeply felt by his friends, family, and fans. We send our condolences to Mr. Gaylord's friends, family, and fans during this difficult time. His contributions to the wrestling world will not be forgotten, and he will be greatly missed. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our daily wrestling content. We'll keep you updated on all the latest news, rumors, and matches, so you can stay in the know and join in on the conversation. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the following video.